So, I kind of got to move this stuff around a little bit. Let me get right. All right. That's better, I suppose. We're all spiritual beings having this human experience. We're all spiritual beings, um, you know, having this human experience. We're all energy. And I'm of the belief that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. A lot of times I come across some information, right? And a lot of times you have to kind of filter out this information. I'm not going to say always doubt the information that you hear, but take it with a grain of salt because very frequently that person is only giving you their perspective, their angle, their truth, their reality. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's your reality. It doesn't necessarily mean that that reality that they're giving you, whether true or untrue, is a reality that goes into alignment with what's best for you, or a reality that goes into alignment with what everybody else thinks, or what most other people see, right? In the objective reality. Sort of like the blockchain. But as spiritual beings having this human experience, oftentimes we seek purpose, right? When in actuality, our purpose is to experience. That's our purpose. Is to experience this realm, and then experience it in a unique way. Like everybody's gonna have a unique experience. So not because you've been through certain things in the past, right? Wow. Not because you've been through certain things in the past means that you'll continue to manifest or go through those things in the future. That's not how this thing often works. It is a little bit late, and I did promise you guys that I would be doing another live, stream. But what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually gonna call it a night in a little bit. I'm not gonna be here long. How you doing, Victor? I'm not gonna be here long, but I just want to get this stuff off my chest real quick before I go. Brazil, Sao Paulo, Rio. Yeah, so as human beings having this spiritual, as spiritual beings having this human experience, right? Having these energy exchanges, you know, a lot of times we could kind of tap into the frequency of someone else based on the vibe that they send out, based on the words that they say, right? Sometimes I find myself getting lost in the sauce, so to speak, because the way this person articulated this, and because they've said so many things that appeal to my emotions, whether it be my happiness or it be something that I fear or whatever it is, I may sit there and somewhat relate to what that person's saying. North Korea in the house. Big up North Korea, big up Brazil. Everybody that's in here, subscribe. He says, I am who? Who are you? We don't recognize that. Hey, how have you seen the world has changed in the last 5 years? Well, for one, 4 years ago, we had the COVID lockdown. Before the COVID lockdown, I would say I was kind of going through some of the most difficult times in my life before the COVID lockdown happened. So the lockdown was sort of almost like a reset button. So I would say that the world has changed for the better, from my perspective. That may not necessarily be reality, but that's just the way how I kind of view it, right? So from my perspective, the world has changed for the better. Qua, cow, big up cow. Everyone, please like and subscribe. We're on our road to 200 subscribers. Hello, I'm Augustin from how do I say your name? Aguslasono from Indonesia. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, my guy, Mr. Bento. One round with Prime Mike Tyson or attend the Diddy party for 3 hours. Whoa. I like my chances against Mike Tyson. I would probably, if I had to select, yeah, I would probably go that route. Um, I'm not really a party guy, to be honest with you. Your perspective from 10 years ago. Well, 10 years ago, I was a young guy in my early 20s. I had gotten married around 10 years ago, something like that. Don't remember the date, to be honest with you. Goes to show you. Um, but my perspective from 10 years ago, man, the whole world was in front of me. I was really optimistic, had a lot of passion, very passionate. I wore my emotions on my sleeve 10 years ago, right? I didn't really take the time to really settle and articulate the way that I articulate now 10 years ago. Go to the store and ask the cashier how much condoms are, and when they answer, okay, yeah, okay, Goose. I don't really know what it is that you're really trying to say. Um, but yeah, as spiritual beings having this human experience, right? As spiritual beings having this human experience, sometimes we may be susceptible to certain things that people say, right? I come across a lot of things, right? It's so easy to access information, right? You scroll through and you see something and it speaks to something inside of you. And then you think to yourself, oh my God, this person knows my story, right? You think to yourself, well, how do they know this? Or this person's right, not knowing that this person is only speaking from their personal experience. They are not speaking a universal truth, right? Like you'll come across people that say, oh, dating is for suckers. Oh, you'll never find love because the modern woman is this, because of this, that, and the third. When in actuality, everyone does not think the same. Every modern woman, every modern man is not the same. So yes, there is a level of conditioning, or there's a social conditioning. Let's use that term. Don't know if it's a real term or not. So yes, there is a level of social conditioning that kind of promotes or rewards certain people to behave in certain ways, right? So there is that field of thought. But there's also the field of thought where people are kind of like push back, like, well, hold on. Well, I'm not that type of person. That doesn't feel right to me. So because it doesn't feel right to them, they don't engage or indulge in that sort of lifestyle, right? So a lot of times, again, we kind of look at the outside. We look at what we see on the outside. Social media, mediated conditioning, absolutely. And I was considered 10 years ago. I made $50,000 a year, and I was considered rich. Oh, really? I'm trying social condition. Okay, all right. No, we're not gonna do that. Pops. Okay, we're not gonna. Mike Tyson or Jake Paul? Well, right now, I mean, prime Mike Tyson versus pretty much anybody. But right now, Mike Tyson is kind of a little bit past it. He's not as conditioned as he once was. He's not as agile as he once was. He's probably not as strong as he once was. I think Jake Paul is somewhere around the prime of his life. So I don't really know. Strange things could happen, but yeah, I don't know. You heard about the promotion that they using YouTube right now, G? No, I haven't heard about the promotion. But yeah, so yeah, so basically, we hear things a lot that people say, right? And these people, they appeal a lot to maybe something that we're going through at the moment. Maybe okay, boom. So I'll give you a scenario. So let's say I've been dating, right? Let's say I've been trying to find love and I've been dating. Been dating different women, been trying to find, you know what I mean? And it's almost as if there's a pattern, like failed relationship, or maybe a failed date after a failed date, or whatever it is, right? So here I am trying to basically court or find, my life partner, right? But things may not necessarily be going well. And then I go on YouTube and I find somebody and they're like, man, don't date. Don't date at all. You don't need to be dead. Stay single, right? And while there's nothing really wrong with that school of thought, if that's something that you so choose, then by all means. Have you ever been to Brazil? No, I have not been to Brazil, but I somewhat dated a Brazilian girl before. And then there was another one in like seventh grade, and she was so kind to me and so sweet to me when I was young. When I was in middle school, yeah, I didn't, well, we didn't date or anything like that, but she was really cool, and she was like one of those girls that were really, really, really cool to me. I don't even remember her name, but yeah, when I was in seventh grade, and then I sort of dated a Brazilian chick when I was older as well. But she was all the way in Brazil, so you know what I mean. It wasn't something where we got to sort of speak as often as we could, and I couldn't be there for her and all that sort of stuff. So that didn't really work out. He said, I'm trying to milk me a fat cow." Well, man, good luck with that. But yeah, again, social conditioning, man, and sort of how we are conditioned to think, right? And how we're conditioned to go through things. So we might be down on our luck or feeling kind of sorry for ourselves, and then somebody comes and they offer a solution, and the solution is to give up because there's no use looking, because evidently they've dated all 4 or 5 billion women that's on the planet. I don't even know how many women are on the planet, but it's probably anywhere between 3 or 5 billion, right? Maybe, most likely. So the thing is, you can't go off of his experience because he hasn't had good experiences with women, and because there's a pool of men who haven't had good experiences with women. Maybe they're attracting the wrong type of women, right? Maybe they're looking for the wrong things in women, right? Maybe they're only fixated on what's happening on the outside, and they're not deeply going inward and finding out if this is the right person for them, right? Allow her to show you who she is. Have you ever been to Brazil? I have not. I have not. Yeah, should I take a job I know I'm not gonna like at all if it pays $62 an hour? I think you should do what you choose. Big nose, yes. I have a big nose. I have a big head. I have big lips, and I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly okay with it. I love it. Um, yeah. No, I have not been to Brazil. R.I.P. to your R.I.P. to your cat, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Everyone that's still here, please subscribe to the channel. I've got a big nose too, bro. Don't worry. I'm not worried, man. It's my nose. I love it. Everyone's not meant to have a small nose. Everyone's not meant to have a small head. Turns out they can't breathe underwater. Uh-oh. Okay, Luis. All right. I hope this isn't one of those things. But yeah, guys, back to the subject at hand, because I don't want to get too distracted. I know my nose can be quite distracting at times. But yeah, be careful because the energy behind it, the frequency, the vibe, right? Be careful of the vibe that you're attracting, right? So it's like you tune into that vibe of this person because you're already defeated, right? You're already dating these women and you're already defeated because none of these dates have gone. You could have been on 500 dates, none of them gone well. Now you hear this person that's telling you, hey, listen, give up. You've already tuned into that vibration. So now it seems as if that person is talking directly to your soul, telling you, hey, listen, sir, listen. There's nothing that you could do about it. There's nothing to see here. You might as well turn back. And there may be some truth to that. Right? There absolutely may be some truth to that. But it doesn't have to be your truth. I like you. Nice to have met you. Nice to have met you as well, man. Big nose, but very handsome. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's how it goes, man. Beauty comes in many different shapes and forms. You know what I mean? It's not just a one size fits all, right? So there's beauty in diversity. There's beauty in people's differences. There's beauty in the struggle, right? Give me your social. Okay, all right. I'm not even gonna read that. But subscribe to the channel anyway. But yeah, you tune into that frequency, you tune in and you tap into that vibe. And once you tune in and tap into that vibe, it's almost as if that person is speaking directly to your soul. So now you've matched that frequency and that vibration, and now both of you are on that frequency. Both of you feel the same way about the dating pool. Both of you feel the same way about women, not realizing that it's not it's not a woman and man thing, right? It's an energy thing. It's an energetic thing. You understand what I'm saying? Right? It's like we got to get back to to frequency and energy. It's almost as if we've forgotten about that because we pay so much attention to the third dimension. We pay so much attention to, oh my God, she's beautiful. She has it all figured out. Here's my credit card. Here's my address. Here's my home. Here's this. Here's that. Right? But you don't know nothing about her. How boring would life be if everyone was the same? Absolutely, Cindy. Absolutely, Cindy Gonzalez. Everybody can't be the same. You're absolutely right about that. And I think I've seen people on I've seen beautiful people on in every race, in every shape and form. Right? Beauty comes in so many different forms, and I think it's the energy behind the person. A lot of times, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just the facade. But I like to really pay more attention to the spiritual side of things anyway. You know what I mean? Because I realize what people can do based on the fact that they look a certain way and what they're able to kind of get away with and how they kind of project themselves and how they kind of use that to kind of manipulate things. So I am aware of that. And because I'm aware of that, I just don't, I don't fall into that category. Feel the same way about, okay, all right, beauty in the, okay, all right, Mr. Nick. All right, Mr. Nick. Regan Riggs, big up yourself. Big up everyone that's still here. Big up everyone that's still here. Everyone that's just joining us. Everyone that's in and out. I'm really grateful for this opportunity, man. I'm grateful for the opportunity to connect with you guys. I'm grateful for the opportunity to talk to people from all over the world. We've had Brazil in the house tonight. The other night we had Estonia. We've had Indonesia. We've had various different people from all over the world, and they're beautiful people that you found this stream for a reason. You found this person for a reason. Chat is kind of gross, not gonna lie. I do need some mods. I'm not gonna lie. I actually do need some mods. So if you're open for that, yeah. I'm from Minas Gerais, Brazil. Excellent. You know what's crazy? You know what's the funny thing about Brazil? I absolutely love Brazil. I absolutely love Brazil. I just love the culture. I've growing up, Brazil used to be like the best soccer team in the world, right? And even when I was a kid, like early childhood, I don't even know how I knew about Bebeto. I might have just seen him on the news. But you talk about guys like Bebeto and, later on you have people like Rivaldo and, Gilberto and Ronaldinho and Ronaldo and Robinho, all the O's, right? And Brazil would always produce such terrific football players, such flair, such grace, such elegance. Right? They had such a touch for the game. Such a touch for the game. Right? Roberto Carlos. You remember that guy? He used to score some free kicks and he used to kick he could kick a rocket. He could absolutely kick a rocket to the moon. Right? Big up India. India's in the house. India is in the house. Food is okay. The F is that guy, right? Just out of curiosity, what is this live about? Well, yeah, so we started this live speaking about the fact that we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and how a lot of times we allow the words that people say, the vibrations that people are on, to really kind of pull us in, to be on the same frequency as them. And the example that I gave for that are people who may have been in a dating world, kind of like dating right? And the dating is not necessarily going well for them. And even and because the dating is not going well for them, they tune into somebody who's having a similar experience. And because that person's having a similar experience and that person gave up, it kind of motivates them to give up as well. So they give up before they've even really, really tried. You know what I mean? The F is this, what you believe in. Your dad. I don't understand what it is that you're trying to say. But, yeah, I just believe that we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Yeah. I'm glad it's very helpful, Mr. Riggs. But, yeah, and the solution to a lot of these things, man, and I've been kind of talking about this a lot recently in my lives. The solution to all of these things is to be grounded, to be well grounded in yourself, to have so much love and admiration for yourself that you don't really need the validation of another person, where the validation of another person is just a bonus that you will be grateful for, but it gets Mickey and tricky when you put all your trust in somebody else. Regan, we're probably anybody that you see that's being mean, just let me know, man. We're just gonna boot them, because I don't have a mod as yet, right? So as the channel grows and we have more people start to become a part of our community, then we'll be able to get rid of some of these guys. Zane, you are racist. What did he say that was racist? Let's get him out of here. We no room for racism here. We respect the diversity of everyone here, okay? Let's see what Zane said. I like what? Christian Brutus, your dad. Okay, I didn't see anything racist that he said. Zane, no. I hate Daytona 500. Zane, come on, you're making people uncomfortable, so just take it easy, my guy. Take it easy. Damn. All right, so I kind of hidden Zane. Zane is hidden now. I don't know if you guys still see Zane. But yeah, guys, energy can't be created or destroyed. So even sometimes when negative things happen, you can find it within yourself to find the positivity in it. And see how sometimes that negativity could really galvanize you. Like it galvanized Michael Jordan whenever anybody talks smack. Right? So even though he was great, he would sometimes go into a game, Michael Jordan, sometimes go into a game. Okay, this is a typical game. All right, cool. Whatever. I might score 25 tonight, right? And then when someone gets to the point where they start talking talking smack, doing this, that, and the third, he's able to tap into the spiritual forces, right? He's able to use that energy and convert that energy into putting up 30, 35, 40 on you, right? And this is what made him great. The fact that he was able to have that spiritual tango, right? He didn't just throw his hands up in the air. Oh my God, I guess this guy's right. No. He took your energy and he used it against you. Michael Jordan was excellent as that. Listen, man, this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for, Mr. Riggs. I'm doing this every night. At 11:30, I'm going to be doing this every night in the weekdays for sure. As soon as I get home from work, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to spread some positivity because I feel like there's enough negativity in the world. I feel like a lot of people think that negativity sells. I think that people think that that's the only way they could really get on and rise above and, break the code or break through the matrix and all of that sort of stuff. When in actuality, that's not the case. That's not the truth at all. What's your question, sir? Tell us what your question is. Thank you so much, Mr. Riggs. I really appreciate that. I sincerely do. But yeah, we're spiritual beings. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate the subscriptions. Everyone that has subscribed and everyone that's liked the video, I sincerely appreciate you guys. I thank you so much. I'm probably going to be here for maybe another 10, 15 minutes or so, and then we're going to call it a night. But yeah, everything that you see in this physical, everything that you even see in this room, from this microphone to this device that I'm recording on, to the lights in the background, these all came from it somewhere intangible, right? It didn't just appear out of nowhere. It came from the spiritual realm, and it was converted into something physical that we could see, touch, taste, and smell, right? Yet, so often we neglect the spiritual realm. So often we forget about the spiritual realm. So often we underestimate how spiritual we are, how powerful we are, because we are very powerful, right? We are a part of the thing, the being, the greatness, the energy that created everything. Because it's really just, from my personal experience and my personal belief, energy can't be created nor destroyed, right? If you think about, for instance, right? Let me take a little sip of this water, and then I'm going to say something. Take a look at this water, right? This water exists in 3 states that we know of, right? So you have solid, you have liquid, and you have gas, right? 3 states that this water exists in. If you think about how water, it evaporates, it condenses, and I may be starting a story from the middle. It evaporates, it condenses, it precipitates, and the cycle continues, right? So this is the water being recycled. The water cycle evaporates, condenses, falls, evaporates, condenses, falls, right? So in those 2 sort of states that it's doing that in, right, which is the liquid and gas state, and it freezes when it's cold, right, and it precipitates as snow. It's the same thing with energy. It cannot be created nor destroyed. And then I'm going to show you another thing about water, a really, really cool thing about water, right? So your body is what? They teach us that our body is what? 70 to 80% water, somewhere along those lines, right? 65, 70, 80% water. If someone were to take all the water out of you, you would cease to exist, right? So that same water that's in the water cycle is also within you as well. So your energy cannot be created nor can it be destroyed. There will be no oiling up. I don't know what anyone said. I do not speak Portuguese. I do not, unfortunately. Can you help? What give to my girlfriend? Man, look, man. Give her the best. Give her your absolute best. That's what I would say. Give her the best of you. And, you know, just show up. Always just show up as your best. Always show up as your best. You giving your best should be good enough. You know what I mean? And that's not to say that your best has to be something material. Your best could be how you show up. I'm sorry, sometimes I do that because my mouth does get a little dry. But your best could be just how you show up. How do you show up? Do you make her feel better? Right? Do you help her out around the house? Do you make her smile? Do you make her spirit smile? Do you elevate her vibration? You know? I think those are the things that are really missing from the modern dating pool, right? Find somebody that's compatible for you. But don't chase. Never chase. Always attract. Do never, ever, ever chase. Never chase anyone's validation. Give her your best because this is who you are. Right? What do you do if you want to break up and give us another person just in case? What do you do if you want to break up? You break up. To be completely honest with you, life is too short. And in a situation like that, it's not necessarily okay. It's about feelings, right? If you've been with the person for a very long time, you're not gonna just, I think we should just see different people right now, right? You kind of have to sort of, work your way into that, right? and realize that there's another human being on the other side of what it is that you're going to say. So you have to think about, is it worth it? If there's something, and I would advocate for you trying to fix your relationship if you have a relationship with someone, and if you love her, and if she loves you. I would advocate for you to try to sit down and, make amends and try to fix whatever it is that's gone wrong in your relationship. Because no relationship is perfect. And I think people are always kind of chasing like the brand new toy, the greener grass over there. It's not always greener. It's just a facade. Sometimes be happy with what you have. Thank you so much, Amit. I really appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. But yeah, I would advocate for you to try to make it work. Try to sit down. Try to find a spark again. Go on a date night. Take your woman out. Take her by the lake. Take her by the lake. Go on a boat ride. Do something different. Take her into a different environment. Let's go somewhere different. All right? Find you a random city by the lake somewhere in Michigan or something. You know what I mean? In the summertime, right? Where it's not cold. And go on a boat ride with her. Right? Sing to her. Row the boat. Right? Feed her some strawberries. Come on, man. You got this, man. You got this. Go talk to your woman, man. If that's the person that you want to be with, I think sometimes people let their temporary state of just feeling whatever emotion they're feeling right now in a temporary state, they just let that lead them. Sometimes it's no going back after you do certain things. So recognize what it is that you have if you have something good and hold on to it, man. Right? And have that spiritual tango. Right? Have that spiritual tango with your woman. You understand what I'm saying? Show her that you're the best man for the job. Even if you don't have the most money. You might not have the most money. You might not be the most handsome. Right? You might not have the best job. You might not have the best status. But you're perfect for whoever it is that you're with. Give your opinion. Hold on 1 second. Before I read that, let me see. First, I train jiu-jitsu. Have you heard? I've heard of jiu-jitsu. Definitely, yes. Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I've definitely heard of that. Give your opinion about India. My opinion about India. Very fascinating group of people. Very fascinating culture. We're Jamaican, right? So there's somewhat of a correlation between Jamaica and India, right? Like, for instance, curry is synonymous with India, right? So curry, Jamaicans use curry, but curry really comes from India, right? And there's certain things that are part of Jamaican culture that came from some of the Indians that did come to Jamaica as well. Not the West Indians, right, from the West Indies, but some of the East Indians that sort of brought some of their culture into Jamaica as well. But yeah, I used to always think, man, Indian people have some very, very nice, silky, straight hair. You know what I mean? Straight hair. I've always met some very nice Indian people. I've never been to India. I do want to go to the Taj Mahal to see what that experience is. I used to have Indian friends in high school, and we would always kind of just make fun of each other. Playful banter between boys. You know what I mean? But India, it's a beautiful place. I'm sure it is. Even though I haven't been, I know it is. Bro, look like Kanye West. Who look like Kanye West? Who look like Kanye West, man? I wouldn't say so. I've never heard that before. I've gotten LeBron before, even though I don't see it much. Maybe I need to. I don't shave as often as I should, but I do trim down the beard a lot. I mean, the mustache a lot. Bro looks like Kanye West. Gulp. Bro, I don't look like Kanye West. But anyway, the stream is about to actually, LeBron brother, probably. The stream's about to end, so whoever's still in here, man, if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so. I'll be back tonight, later on tonight at 11:30. But thank everyone for tuning in, tapping in, Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day. And listen, before you go to your bed tonight, tell yourself, yes, sir, I am. Tell yourself something positive. Give yourself, bro, bro from the toilet, bro from toilet. I don't know what it is you're saying, but big up yourself. But say something positive to yourself. Put something positive into your subconscious. And then when you wake up tomorrow, say something positive to yourself before your day gets started. Meditate. Do some positive things. Change your habits. Change your habits, change your lifestyle. You know what I mean? Just shake things up, right? If you don't like how things are going, shake it up and make the changes that you need to make, right? If you haven't done so, subscribe. Have a wonderful night, guys. I will be back tomorrow at 11:30. Oh, no. I'm in New York. This is New York City. I'm going to sleep. I really liked you. Yes, sir. You're bravo. Thank you so much, Mr. Victor. Please subscribe. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye-bye.